Welcome to a Night of Soul.
Live at
Be More Pod.
Shout out to Be More Pod.
Shout out to Be More Pod.
What up?
Yeah, baby.
Yo. What up?
Yo.
Yeah, well, we just building with the microphones.
We were talking earlier about the three. What was it? 3 stages of what you was talking about, baby?
We was talking about emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence. Talk about it. Let's talk
Talking about the stages of emotions. Every person in the identity format is either passive, assertive, or aggressive. I'm saying that orchestration as rationality coach. I use that in my demonstration of females or with people that I orchestrate with, or I cooperate with, or I dictate with. I say all that to say cooperation aligns with passiveness, orchestration aligns with assertiveness, and dictation aligns with aggressiveness.
I got a question. So what about when they say somebody's passive aggressive?
Passive aggressiveness is a reverse psychology effect. It is basically cause and effect action, reversing effect. So if you say youth development, what develops the youth? Anything that you use reverse psychology is putting something back in a place which was supposed to put forward. It's manipulation, deception. Being a calm man is reverse psychology and ultimately passive aggressiveness. Women crying and actually laughing behind closed doors is passive aggressiveness. But all to get, the common goal is rationalization.
All right, so we're going to take a brief intermission. Thanks for tuning in to Night of Soul at Be More Pod. I will see you soon.
At Be More Pod. Yes, this is the place to be. This is the place to be, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to bring to you guys today. It is going to be a wonderful lineup. Nothing but black men in here. Nothing but black men. No women, not one, not even. There's no women here at all. It's just guys, just us. There's one guy has a nice beard. It's cool. I was told that I need to do some jokes before I bring someone on. I don't know. I guess I'm a comedian. I don't. Guys, man, I mentioned earlier it was a bunch of guys fucking off, and I was met with some backlash because the black community is very homophobic. I think we really need to address the homophobia in the black community. I was at AFRAM the other day. You guys know about AFRAM? AFRAM, yeah, the Nigga Festival, right? All right. So I was at the Nigga Festival, right? I was really hungry. I was fiending for a hot dog specifically, right? All right, exactly. That's exactly what my friend said. I didn't know what that was. He was like, "You want a glizzy, yo? That's what you want? You want?" It's like, yeah, I want a hot dog. He was like, "What size glizzy you want, yo?" It's like I want a Magnum hot dog, nigga. I guess that's fuck you, nigga. So I was like, after I just go get the hot dog, I was like, I ain't gonna eat it too fast because I already know what type of jokes that was gonna me. So I was like, I'm gonna just stick the tip in. You feel me? Come on, yo, chill, nigga. See, fucking, I can't stand niggas with beards. Niggas, that's the first sign of homophobia. If them niggas don't eat pork, they don't like gay people. It's like, nah. Yo, I'm just like, bro, that shit is fucked up, man. I'm a father now and shit, you know what I'm saying? Give it up for that, you know what I mean? Any fathers in this bitch, Yeah, man. My baby mom is crazy, though. I know you going through that shit yourself, man. These bitches is crazy, man. It's like we used to be in love, nigga. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, what happened? I don't know. I guess we're just not in love anymore, Yeah. But enough about that. Enough about that, My one of my friends, he was just like, yo, like what was it like when your son was born, man? I was like, yo, it was easy. It was a piece of breeze, He was like, what was so easy about it? I was like, I just didn't show up. It just wasn't there. No. No, I love my son, man. I really do, yo. For Father's Day, this girl said she had a gift for me, but it started bleeding. I was like, why do bitches think that vagina is a gift? You know? Why do they think that shit? Shit is so annoying. So after I wiped the blood off my lips, I was like, it was a good Bloody Mary. It was very good. Yeah, man. Her pussy was pink. You know what I'm saying? The booty was brown. Not because I ate it. Okay, all right.
I have a random question. Can you tell me a little bit about like the Black Genius Art Show?
Man, Brian, man. I came to know Brian like maybe 10 years ago. He had a documentary out called the Waterboy documentary. Mm-hmm. He was going around the city and he was interviewing the Water Boys. So I think just over the years and knowing him, I just like, I just like your style, though. Mm-hmm. Your style different. You got so much different art. Like, you was just one person with so much creativity. This is one of the hats that he had from his lineup.
Yeah, I see it. It's nice. It's nice.
The second one that I gotten. And yeah, just one of many cool pieces that I've gotten from him, man.
Okay.
Shout out to the Black Genius Art Show.
Yeah, no, it's a dope hat. I love the symbol. I see it on Instagram, and I see that they do a lot of like events and stuff like that. And I haven't been able to like attend one, but like I'm looking forward to experience.
Always something happen. I'd be surprised if it's not something happening right now down there.
Yeah. So can I ask you guys like a random question? I'm just thinking about these on the fly. How do you guys feel about proactive versus reactive response? And like I guess just like life in general.
Intervention or prevention.
I would say this. Check this out. Before the immediate conversation, I mean, I feel like this. I'm a man of productivity. I'm a man of action. I'm a man of demand. My movement is a call to action. My movement is on demand. I don't stand for demonstrations. I don't stand for practicing something and not hitting your target. I feel like being accurate, being a man of precision, and that's what I say, man. I practice the 5 P's, and a lot of guys need to get on it, man. The proper preparation prevents poor performance. And the key point in that is to know the definition of every word. Proper preparation, preventing poor in performance. All of these key points and these definitions, all of these is, knowledge. And knowledge is power, but I like to say wisdom is knowledge applied.
I like that. All right, so we're going to take a brief intermission. Thanks for tuning in to Night of Soul at Be More Pod. I will see you soon.
Yeah, this Job Bless, live at a Night of Soul at Be More Pod. We live in here, we rocking out. We just had my brother Eddie Colson up here rocking the microphone. We repping up in here, man. We rocking. Whenever the beat ready, we rocking. Yeah. Too much more Yeah, reminders, just speak your conscious and honest. They try to silence, promote the nonsense you're on it. My mind ponders against the bondage that's put upon us, but we admonish, but using words instead of violence due to knowledge. 99% of problems revolve around the dollars, and so it should be obvious, cause his story lost was it's just the opposite. 5% of the populace say here to stop the shit, 10% benefit from the tots of penitence. Your poor righteous teachers and pulpitted preachers. One here's the leader, other just leeches. No need to dig deeper. Nutrients will feed you. Emotions fuel fuse like food fills the schools. High cools like high cools. Blind you, the who's who children, birthright been given. Genesis 27, stories already written. They watch us and clock us, openly mock us, then imitate who they hate to make it popular. Who's crazy and imposters? Hello, Jurassic got me. My heavenly father through this fire, they remind us. 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 Yeah.
when I think of the word pro, it's just, it seems, I'm going to start with because you talk about replay, rewind. Seems like it's after the thing and already, so after the action, is a response. But when you pro, you're ahead of it. So, so I say if you can be ahead of something, it's always best to be ahead of it. But, reactive, we got to react sometimes because the reality is we're not always ahead of everything. So.
100%. Stay ready, don't gotta get ready.
Right.
Some things I feel like we made foolishly, just gauge differently. Like you think like a man will get a house, gonna move his family in there. You need to get the roof checked out. You got the opportunity to like prevent something that could come, but then you get your family in there years later. The holidays roll around and you get a leak. It's like, damn, you could have been proactive, getting things assessed and taking the right steps, but now you got to kind of react to what has already took place. Like,
What you can't really control. Now you gotta adapt to the situation.
you got to adapt. Yeah.
So can you guys I guess kind of expand on like the importance of the ability to adapt. In any situation, we can't control. The only thing we can control in life is ourselves and how we react and how we respond, how we produce or do what we want to do.
Let me say something about that, man.
Talk it.
I say something about that adapting and shit, man. I was locked up 2016 and 2021.
Say it with your chest.
I was locked up in 2016 to 2021. More than everybody right here, and I can honestly say, through the course of my incarceration, I found out about COVID-19. And we talk about adapting, I talk about modifying. Man, the COs knocked on my door and said, man, y'all gonna die from an airborne virus. I still had 3 years left on my bit. By then it was spreading, in Canada and shit like that, but they said it was already in the U.S. My first thing that came to mind, you feel what I'm saying, was something called Judgment Day. I used to believe in monotheism. I used to read the Bible when I recently became Muslim. So I was thinking in my head, like, maybe this is something that, kill off hundreds of millions of people. And I'm incarcerated doing the whole narration, of the world. So I then modified and adapted myself and became a survivor. I became a warrior. Everybody, the inflation of attitude, from the depictions of people, what they was getting incarcerated for, but the due process of the character, people became scavengers. People became, radicals. And I can honestly say, man, I got over 27 different knife fights. You know what I mean? I got hit in my head with a fan motor. I had to learn how to walk and talk again. Got stabbed in my face.
Damn.
I got stitches all in my shit, but at 25 years old, I'm here and say I made it after serving, a long 6 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't really realize I did 23-1 since 2019. And people, they don't understand, that I'm never going back to prison. I say that to say that I realized recidivism, and I realized that the system do work. The system work for niggas that don't want to be niggas. It work for men that want to make a change.
Shit. Can you expand on that through your perspective?
Ultimately, I used to grow up saying I was a ninja. I ain't never want to really be a nigga. I really was like on the side of Wu-Tang and, orchestration of, copycat art or Naruto and things of that nature. I always was present in precision, and I always occupied my mind with being an infiltrator, being someone who knew deception but wasn't a deceiver. I feel like the intelligence that I seek is very high, and some consider in wicked places, but not all knowledge is wicked. I feel like people hide from knowledge because they're not patient enough. I feel like they're not even observant enough to seek the knowledge and obtain it, and to pass right through them. You know how somebody say something going one ear and out the other.
100%.
Some people don't deserve the knowledge of this world.
That's real.
See, a dat. What was it? The question was, what about a dat? What was the question?
Oh, I asked him to expand on. What I asked you to expand on what?
You asked me to expand on several things, but the pro question was about, you know, productivity and regression. You know, just explaining the differences between them two words.
Proactive and reactive response.
Yeah, proactive and reactive responses.
Yeah.
You know, so we're talking about the fundamentals of being positive or being negative. You know, from a cause and effect situation.
Well, I think it's benefits to being proactive, and I think it's benefits to being reactive. Just as like it's negative aspects of both of them.
See, an example would be if you're driving down the street at 8 a.m. on the way to work, and you get into a car accident. Now, a reaction was to be upset. You know, the car tow truck driver and get it towed away, but a proaction would have been then to be called a Lyft driver and continue on to work and make your motherfucking money.
So how would proaction ever be negative?
Proaction cannot be negative because pro is not a con.
Right.
Pro is always
Proactive.
positive.
I'm not going to agree to that because I think proactive can be negative if you're always thinking of being proactive and never trying to enjoy the experience and learn from the experience. People get obsessed with these ideals that I have to always be ready. I have to always know what the fuck is about to happen. Yo, I am here on this life to enjoy the wonders, and the wonders are unknown sometimes.
So a horoscope.
At least to the person in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't always be proactive in my responses. I have to be reactive in certain situations so that I can learn and grow.
And being reactive only depends on the amount of realization that you got. See, the difference is complacency. You know, if you're complacent, you know, in your competence, that is basically the formula of you being strategic and you being reactive. Some people get reactive and it's a downward spiral. I'm a reactive person to where sometimes I bombard myself and black out. Some situations that are due to hostile situations then deserve hostile responses cannot always be met with the same regard that you need. That you need to lose your life. Did you need to lose your life even though a hostile situation transpired? Did you need to be, you know, result in a conclusion of, you know, transpiring more hostile responses to where you lost your life? No. Complacency and being regressive or the recreate can also complete a stigma.
So will horoscopes be proactive?
Horoscopes can never be proactive. Horoscopes will have to be reactive because
insightful.
yeah,
insightful.
Horoscopes you look at it like this. Horoscopes are falsehood, but at the end of the day, horoscopes are an enlightenment and they give people insight. People are looking for parables. People are looking for affirmations. People are looking for people who are in reality and they're living reality. Right now we are doing something that has never been done. Somebody died before today and they've never seen today. That is already historic monumentalism. So what you need to realize with being alive and being really here and being really alive is that you're just really fucking alive. And that's
for the
it.
experience.
Everything else is a sugar cone of bullshit. You are the bag. You are $1 billion. Just being able to see and fucking hear, you should try to keep that shit. Everything else is a whole bunch of ring-along, sugar-coated bullshit. You're a human being, and what the fuck are you here for? That's it. This shit is crazy.
So like that's powerful shit. That's sad, you know. I have a question for everybody because I want to like get to know you guys a little bit more. It's actually something I've been wanting to ask since I like pulled up. But what are your values? What do you value?
I broke my neck when I was 4 years old. I cherish my fucking body.
Talk to him.
Damn. What do you value?
What are your values? Like, what do you want to produce? You know, what do you want to leave to this world? Like,
I
people look
stand
at
on
you, what
my.
do you want them to feel?
I stand on my motherfucking legacy, man. WAK. Rest in peace to my little 13-year-old sister. You feel what I'm saying? Ayanna Watkins. I stand on that shit, man. I put a K behind NWA, and I believe that, you feel what I'm saying, the most pinnacle principle that you can teach a youth or a man is to protect innocent women and children. This is the seclusion between men and women, and that will isolate the transparency of male, female, and children.
Can I ask this question? Like, I'm 100%, but I do have a question. You know, like, I understand the preservation, you know, of women and children, but, like, you know, we come from a place where we are just, like, loving beings. Like, we don't have to, like, literally, like, deal with this, like, this shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to deal with, like, the murder and the killing of, like, not only women and children, but of men, too.
Absolutely.
Like, if we had the opportunity or just, like, the perception that we can, like, do and build and be whatever the fuck we wanted to be and produce what we want to produce, this world would be fucking different. It shouldn't be a thing as to where we are fucking sitting here accepting the fact that, accepting the fact that, like, you know, niggas is dying in general. Like, why the fuck we dying in general? Why the fuck we dying? Like, I get it, but, like, I don't get it. At the same time, I shouldn't accept one and not accept the other. If I accept one, then I'm gonna accept the other, because I don't want to see it for anybody. It's pointless. It's childish. It's a childish mentality for beings. I would say for beings that's just like envious and jealous of who we are. We shouldn't have to accept that.
What you're asking me to do, right? What you asking me to do is what nobody's willing to say. With the hyper-incarceration crisis that's taking place right now, you're asking me to defund the police and take over institutions. With the authority restriction or misconduct of officials. You asked me to strip lifeguards. You asked me to strip all type of security and legitimacy from 25 miles to 500 miles, so much so you're talking tens of millions, if not lost wages. We're talking about people starving, can't provide for their families. What we need to do is find a co-equivalent so that then we can elevate, and then that way we can then procreate some type of establishment so that we can financially plan and build. It's just a financial literacy problem for us right now when we start out with what we have to start out with. But the co-equivalent of a treaty, the word of mouth, word of bond, is inestimable value. I say all this to say that we're already in the system. We're already in that development. Like the brother Shaq is doing. We can go and try to reclaim, and we can try to prevent, we can try to progress and be productive. But we can only, they can only permit what they release. Do we need to strife? Do we need to steal? No. But I believe the real regain is in the productivity of the community, not relying on other resources of authority, and funding only black heritage of entrepreneurship, being able to bubble in that abundance and, furnishing a foundation for our society.
You say, what do I value? I've been thinking about what it is I value. And I say the life experience, the experience of life, and being truly present in the moment is the ultimate value. As we didn't know we was going, like today, we just was living life. And from living life, we come to a space where we on a podcast, and we all together, and we building, and we sharing this to the audience, whoever that audience is. We sharing these words, and it's just being present in the experience of life and being genuine to that every day. And in that, we building, and we coming in these manifestations, these realities that we're experiencing is really living life. That's what I value, living.
Yeah. Experiencing. Just being and to be able to enjoy and embrace. Like, we are all embracing each other. Like, it's my first time, like my second time for most of y'all. But like, you know, it's my first time really like diving into like us, and like I feel family. You know, through this experience. Like, this is just this is my tribe. You know, that's what I've been looking for my entire life. You know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful connecting.
Man, I'm sitting here thinking, I value like the different roles that come in life.
Explain.
Like the different positions you gotta play. You grow up, you know, you just a son. Like, you don't know the role. You don't understand like what all that embodies. Just being your mother's son or your father's son or your people's people. Like, you're your people's people.
Yeah.
But then growing up, and you gotta responsibly handle these relationships, and some of them are new, like nephews, cousins, sisters and brothers, siblings, relatives, like, you know, these grown members. But just value like getting to witness all types of examples of what to be in these roles and what not to be, and just the discernment.
Yeah.
Move best with what. You know, whatever you exposed to, move best with it. 'Cause shit, that's all you got. That's all you got.
That's real shit. You know, I could say that I value love. You know, I value unity. I value experience, and I value like interconnectedness or disconnectedness. I value people. I value humanity because I like what humans do. I like the fact that humans won't, like, they will do whatever the fuck they gotta do to get it done. No matter what. Like, I value this life because, like, I love the aspect of God and the devil. You know, I have the perspective that if I am one, I am the other. Because there's polarity and there's understanding in that. You know, so I value the experiences that I'm able to, like, you know, experience in the thoughts that I have. I value fucking creativity and expansion on all levels. You know, because I believe that, like...
Did I ever say did I say what I value?
You didn't let me finish. Nah, man. What the fuck?
Nah, you can go ahead. My bad. I apologize. My bad.
Shit. But I was done, though. Like, that's real. That's it, y'all. Like, I love it. Talk your shit, baby.
Let me talk that shit. I value my principles.
Target.
I'm a real nigga. I stand on business. You feel what I'm saying? I stand on the code of conduct, NWAK, no more women and kids. Hey, you feel what I'm saying? This is a franchise, man. You feel what I'm saying? They say that's an old lingo, no women and kids. My movement is no more women and kids due to the inflation of the violence against women and children, mentally, physically, and intellectually. I say all this to say because this etiquette, this code of consciousness is only distributed through Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The only structure permitted to some type of what they would call a pinnacle organization of a code of conduct, etiquette during warfare. So to the soldiers, you know what I mean, their advice would be not to harm the innocent women and children, or the casualties of our fire enemies. High alert. I say all this to say, my value system is pinnacly put on Islam, and I say this to say I was an atheist before I became Muslim. I was, like the brother mentioned to you, I was a youth scholar. At 16, I memorized the entire Bible. It's the King James Version, and 2017, when I was incarcerated, I ran into the revised standard version. This book and version has 88 books. I read the Gospel of Barnabas, where they spoke, about this man named Jesus, or I would call him Isa alayhi salam. And I was renowned to meet this man, and he was a creation of Allah. And he even said in John chapter 5, verse 30, I am my own self and do nothing. As I see, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not my will, but the will of Almighty God. Any person that seeks not their will, but the will of Almighty God is a Muslim. So then I contemplated this idea to convert, and I went over the Bible several times. And I honestly can say, I cannot compromise my value system in believing in Allah. Throughout any type of person that I've met thousands of people, lifers, more serious religious people than anybody can say that they've ever met. They're in prison. The elevated ones, the ones who contemplate are more aggressive than anybody could reach, they're there. And I honestly can say, here today with you now, through all the things and trials and tribulations, I never lost faith. I never shook faith, even though I met all these different details and any type of amount of hocus pocus. There's nothing that matched the statue of Islam. That is honestly my value system, and I'm happy that I'm a believer and a follower.
I sure. I love it.
Stand on business.
Let me ask, get ready. If you guys could make an impact, what do you want to leave, for the next generation? It's a run for the powerful individuals right now. We all have a purpose. I'm curious to hear. But
the example for freedom.
Because you were just going.
Oh shit.
The example for freedom.
Talk about it.
That's what I would say I would leave. The example for how to live free. Living free. And that's in regards to I would say bondage, because I find that in these times there's a bondage, the bond note, and that our people are in bondage to the bond note. And in freedom, this bond note has no. It is indiscriminate. It is not necessary to be free. When we live free, we have everything. We are born to what did the brother just say? Have dominion on this plane. And this is the freedom the example of that, and that's just living it.
Yeah.
That's living free.
Man, fatherhood.
God, let's talk. Go ahead, baby.
Man, fatherhood. It's all falls down on fatherhood. Without that lack of leadership there, everything doomed to fail. 100%. I start a garden but don't care to tend to it. I'm just gonna start another one because that one ain't grow how it was supposed to. It's a garden.
Yeah.
It's gonna grow how you nurture it. It's gonna grow how you take care of it. You can have as many gardens as you want, as responsible as you are, or you don't even have to show up with responsibility. You can be irresponsible. Have a bunch of gardens
Let them all
everywhere.
die.
You know what I'm saying? Let them all lead themselves to doom. Or lead generations to doom. Start legacies that don't need,
Yeah.
damn. Kind of went down the wrong path with this one, just having gardens. Now you got weeds all around.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be hard to plant something there. It's always going to get choked out. It's always going to get choked out. It's always going to get choked out. Every time you plant something.
Yeah.
Like that, leaving that legacy of damn, nothing can grow there. That's the people where nothing can grow.
Yeah.
It's like in Lion King when Simba was like, what's that out there? It's like, you must never go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100%.
You must never go there. Why not? Because somewhere along the line in their lineage, fathers have stepped out the back door.
Yeah.
They stopped showing up, so they got into that realm of things, like, you know. So the women that's produced from that lineage, the men that's produced from that lineage, are of that.
Yeah.
That's what they got to walk with. Like, that's the generational curse to break. I don't know.
100%.
I'm a father. My son has the benefit of having a father, but I didn't have the benefit of having that. My father was unfathered. My mother was unfathered. So it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Who knows what life would have been like if that little girl had a father?
Yeah.
Or that little boy, you know, had a father.
Yeah. Like, that goes down with, like, you know, we pass down shit. We pass down our lessons. We pass down our traditions. You know, like.
Pass down some shit that don't even get expressed.
Yeah.
In words. Like, it's given. And one day you wake up and you get words to understand what you was passed down with. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is the curse I'm trying to break, or these are the blessings I'm trying to continue.
Real shit. And you know, like, I wasn't really blessed to have my father in my life. But like, I would always hear like shit about how I acted just like him. So that shit is like in your DNA. Like, it's literally in your DNA to
you
be
never
this
met
person.
or may have never had enough time to even take that with how you feel like in your own right. I ain't never tried to be like yo.
Yeah, but you got it. And
how the fuck I end up turning out? Yeah, how I end up turning out in such a way. It's like, oh, because we come from, you know, we come from somebody. That ain't all of who we are.
Yeah.
But that's some information that's passed down.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you know, our programming is influenced by where we come from and what we grow up through.
Yeah, your environment is a big aspect.
Some people separated from their parents at birth. You know, by whatever means. Like, they'll never see their parents again, but they still got to age.
Yeah.
And they're still going to become that person that, like, you know, to that new environment, nobody might say, oh, you remind me of your dad, or you remind me of your mom.
Yeah.
Because they don't even know.
That's going to be their own identity. But, like, if they ever were to meet that person or have that experience, then they will be able to connect to that on that level. And, like, oh, damn, shit, like, I do that all the time. I always wonder where I got it from. Where did you get it from? Your DNA. You got to do the experiences that you had before. Do your parents. Like, I think I heard that the eggs, the women carry the eggs from their fucking from their grandparents. So the same eggs that I was in my fucking grandfather's nutsack. You know what I'm saying? And now I was in my father's nutsack, and then he busted my mother, and now I'm here. My sister was in my grandmother's fucking eggs, and now she's here through my mother, you know? Like, that shit right there, I don't even know. That's just perplexing.
I only believe in what Islam agrees with.
Says nothing else.
I got cutthroat money. But yeah, like your brother said on fatherhood though, man. Like, look, man, if I see somebody putting their hands on a child, I'ma gut his ass. I see a female getting raped, I'ma gut the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I see a pedophile trying to snatch a little female into a truck, I'ma gut his ass.
Can we say that they are going to take a trip? They're going to travel. We're on a podcast, sir. They are going to take a travel, and we don't know when they're coming back.
Let me check it like this. I'm gonna do what the police would do. As a man of honor.
They would kill us and get away with it. Sir, you're
not
black.
all police are gonna kill us and get away with it. So majority of the police officers in Baltimore City are actually African Americans.
Yeah, we're sure.
And institutional correctional officers, 64% of them are actually African or Pan-African. But I would say this: we need to isolate the idea that police officers in authority retrospect have any authority. No, these are all human beings. I say this to say the authority, not the police, the authority of the land, the laws of the land, is to protect the pinnacle principle of no women and kids, regardless whether you agree with it or not. So I say this to say Islam will decree whether you agree with it or not in the future. So see that as the beautiful principle and proof that you need to be.
That's real. That's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit.
200 years, pinnacle principle.
So
300 years, pinnacle principle.
Talk, okay. Talk to me about like how would you go about like reprogramming like that subconscious or reprogramming the mind to be able to even like take those steps.
Hey man, they say the most trustworthy ones will be the liars, and the ones that will be called a liar will be the truthful one. Mm-hmm. So I say this to say our demise. They say that a Muslim will be compared to an ugly goat. I say this to say. In the USA, under Satan's authority, nigga, we going down. But hey, if you want to die as a child of God, like, yeah, man, you can. But you ain't gonna have nothing in this world. You gonna be broke as shit. You gonna be poor. You ain't gonna have a lot of that ornaments and riches, and you be worried about praying and stuff like that. Look, man, if you worried about going to heaven, worry about going to heaven. If you're not worried about going to heaven, just know you're going to hell.
So I have the belief that we choose where we go. I think hell, the idea of heaven and hell in both aspects of it is a prison. So, and I'm gonna say this, for this reason, because like I did a meditation, I did an ancestral meditation before, and I went to like go see my grandmother, and I did it 3 times. The first time I seen her, and she was talking to this lady. The second time I seen this, I appeared on this bench with this lady in front of me, and she said, they told me if we waited, somebody would come, and she was crying, and she said this shit to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know who you are, lady, and I got the fuck out of there. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. You know what the fuck it was? But like when I thought about it, like I thought about the feelings and like the colors and like the shit that I seen while I was there, and I was in the same space that I was when I seen my grandmother, and it made me think like I have the belief that we create our reality, period. Even after this shit, I create where I go. That's why I'm creating my own universe. But I know where the fuck I want to be at after I leave this fucking experience. And like I think that the belief, because like the Bible, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And I'm sorry, I love you so much. Yeah. I have my own beliefs.
Go ahead, brother.
The Bible was basic instructions before leaving Earth. Basic instructions before leaving Earth has some truth to it. Yeah. But ultimately, it's a system.
Exactly.
It's a great fucking system to keep people in check.
Exactly.
It keeps people in check. It keeps them in line. It makes them do what.
But let me ask you this. Brother. You say you believe in the procreation of your universe, and you believe that heaven and hell is a prison. Let me ask you this. How many human beings on the face of this planet believing in going to heaven or going to hell?
But isn't that by design?
No, I'm asking you, by design, how many united human beings believe in going to hell and going to heaven?
I think I would say a lot of them.
No,
a lot of them.
That's not a key point answer. Out of 8.8 billion people? Out of 8.8 billion people, give me a reasonable, rational number of people that you believe that believe in going to heaven or hell.
Out of 8.8 billion, I would say half of that, 4.4. I would say half of that because they shove Christianity down everybody's throat to the point where everybody, like a lot of like races, believe in Christianity.
Do you know how many Christians it is on the face of this planet to this day? The 8.8 billion?
Fuck no, I don't.
Not even a quarter of that. There's only 1 point something billion Christians on the face of this planet.
Talk to me.
So you missing out on hundreds and if not 700s and billions of people. I would say this though. Even polytheists, this is the key pinnacle principle in our conversation of believing in heaven and hell. And different trajectories in the Vedas or the Bible or whatever you say. In Revelations, they believe in the procreation of giving back. It's called kifara, and what you earn and what you ordain. So if you owe somebody and you die about it, and you die owing people, or you die owing lives, you'll be ordained with what you owe, and it'll be recreated in your existence and the destiny that you perceive. So at the end of the day, people that live on this earth, that's like people that say, oh, I believe I come back in the form of this or the form of that. I say this. In the procreation of life, how many babies are born a day? Nobody would know. It's unestimated value. Those estimated values will have to be key points statistically for those how many people die a day. So if you look at how many people die a day opposed to how many people are born a day, you will see that these are unestimatable equivalents in value. Why? Because God uses these formations to show you that there is no proof and probability that you're gonna be able to come back as a fucking squirrel when you die. If you blow your brains out and you say, yeah, I'm gonna come back as a squirrel, there's no proof and probability of that, because you can't go off of statistical ranges in reality. I go off of statistical ranges in reality because it's in format word, or I'm not saying in your word language English, I'm saying in Arabic. It's format proofs for me to resonate with the intellectual. So with people going off of parables or affirmations, I'm not going off of parables and affirmations. I'm going off of contextual proofs that are monumental over 1,000 years. So that's why I say people that believe in multiple gods and people that only believe in one God both believe in heaven and hell. So there's not no way in hell. There's not a hell. I wouldn't even try to believe in the epiphany that I'm going to come back as a motherfucking form of a dove, or I'm going to just float off into space and just, sing songs with the Grinch. No, man. At the end of the day, there's a real situation that's going to be cooking when you drop dead, brother. And you are a creation. You have a master. And you have to answer to the accountability and responsibility just of your actions. It's all simple, and it could all be so simple.
I got a question. Yo, Cardé, I remember you said something about you had asked like five brothers like something about putting their hands on women, and they said, what was that? What was that?
You gotta smack your bitch sometimes.
What you asked them though?
Do you gotta smack your bitch sometimes?
And they said,
everybody said yes.
All five of them say yeah. All right, so what y'all think on that? What's your personal thoughts on that?
I think to be able to articulate and communicate is very important in any relationship, and I don't think it ever has to cause me putting my hand. If I put my hands on you, then I'm not gonna respect myself as a man. So I don't think it ever calls to that, but you will respect me, and I will get my point across in a fashionable way. Or I will stop dealing with you. I don't got time for that bullshit.
I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to say it like this. Any man that I know that I stand on rectification. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and put anybody business out there, nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because I got a girl, I'm going to keep her business sacred. But at the end of the day, a man going to rectify his actions. If you transgress a female, man, rectify your actions, man. Take the pledge, man. Say no women, no kids. You innocent, you live, and do 13 push-ups, man.
Yeah, real shit.
And I look at that as a device for de-escalation for people who have already transgressed. You gotta think about it. I'm dealing with at-risk youth. I'm dealing with men who have already committed domestic violence, who have already committed the undesirables. I'm asking men who have a soul. I'm not asking men who are clean and I don't all that. Come on, man. I'm looking for those kind of guys, man, who have made the mistakes that they know are pinnacly, devastating to their principles. I'm asking you to rectify your mind, your body, and your soul, and believe in the code of conduct of a protector and a provider.
Agreed. I got a question on that. All right, so there's women out here. I've heard Nigerian women say that if a man don't beat you, he don't love you, right? So when we dealing with women with these type of mentalities, and that coming up without the fatherless women that we're interacting with, which is a large, that's a normal in this culture.
Absolutely.
What is a appropriate method? What is an appropriate way? Are we dealing with these women? You know what I'm saying? That's the first question. Are we dealing with these women?
I personally wouldn't, because I don't want to have to go through that process. But if I did so happen to deal with that type of woman, it'll be with a very thin string, and she would have to be motivated to want to deal with me, because I'm only bringing love, and if you expect this toxic shit from me, you're not gonna get it. I'm not entertaining it. I don't have time for it. I don't want any parts of that bullshit. Keep that shit over there. Keep that with the last nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with it. And if I did, it's with a very, very thin string. You might get cut off tomorrow.
All right, but if we attract what we are, right, and a lot of us have dysfunctional relationships with our father.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't had to do us like that.
I mean, just reality.
I think in running through the numbers, you're going to come across a perspective of people. If you're not
100%.
dating, you're not dating, and you're not letting people know, I'm dating, might be on a different date every day of the week. You're going to come across a number of people.
Right.
If you're just dealing with whoever you lay with, you're going to come through all of who they are.
Yeah.
Regardless whether they had father issues, mother issues, raised or unraised.
Yeah.
You're going to come in contact with all of who they are.
There's no filter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even think it's about attracting who you are. You're going to come in contact with a whole nother being.
You're going to experience it all regardless.
We all got preferences.
What you mean?
And I think
What
that's,
you mean?
I love it like that. That's exactly. That's exactly what I'm going through right now, and I love it. My bitch, she put her hands on me.
My woman.
My woman. Yeah, I apologize for the fact.
Call that bitch my bitch. Cause she
my girl. Hey, she know. My girl love it. My girl love it when I call her.
Right.
My girl love it when I call her that. But hey, check it like this.
God, all right, fuck it. I love it. I love the rawness.
Let the brothers know the truth.
I was trying to be I call bitches too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm a CEO and president of a nonprofit, and I can honestly say, man, when my bitch hit me, I hit that bitch back.
All right, so did she stop? Did she hit you again?
Yeah, she hit me again because
Dang.
she ain't got no father. And guess what?
Oh my gosh.
The experience,
Sir.
and I would say this.
Sir.
She ain't have her father wasn't in her life. Her father that she called daddy ain't her blood father. But I say this to say though, the sisters out there that been through traumatic situations, it's guys like me that's out here for you. I'm a shoulder to cry on. I'm funding this female.
Hold on, are you booking bitches right now?
No, I'm not booking bitches.
Are you booking bitches in the
I'm a
podcast?
stepfather, man. I ain't leaving no
He said, hey baby.
I ain't leaving no MySpace or nothing. Like I said, check it.
MySpace?
I'm talking about Instagram and shit.
No. This nigga said MySpace. We heard him correctly.
Check it like this.
Sir, we're not using MySpace
I want females to know this. It's good guys out here that's willing to deal with broken women. And you know why we gonna deal with broken women?
Because we gonna eat your ass.
Not only that.
Oh shit. My nigga. Yeah, my nigga.
Let's talk about it.
All right, so eating ass, man. So the brother walked off the podcast, man. Brother came out. He wants to talk about it. He came out the door. You see how he shot out the rope. Yo, all right, so I want to just make sure to put this on record.
That was
we pause it.
All right.
Yo, y'all hilarious, bro.
Yo, that was
Mina would it man. Mina would